All right, welcome in everybody to episode 23 of Clinch Conversations. We got a very special episode 23, the Jordan episode, and it's on the birthday eve of our co-host James. Give him a birthday shout out. Send him a mail order wife to his house if you can.
Yeah. I don't know about all that, but turn 30 tomorrow, son. The big 3-0, dirty 30.
Hot
Dirty
dirty
30, but
30.
not dirty 30s that y'all are thinking about. Mine out the gutter. Welcome
No,
in, man. Episode 23. About to get it. We're about to get into some gains and some lost stock from last week's event. Then we're going to jump into this Apex card. And then we're going to go over that MVP card that everybody's been talking about. We're going to see what that's all about. I'm going to be watching a little bit of both because I can't miss the UFC.
that's facts. Yeah, I'm gonna have
But
the
we're very
MVP
excited.
card on in the background and then fucking UFC card. I feel like the only good thing about this MVP card besides the couple fights on the main card that look really interesting and a couple prelims is the fact that we can sit here and parlay bets between both of these cards. I am loving that. Lots of opportunities to win. And MVP has got it where motherfuckers are going to get crucified for like the first 5 or 6 prelim fights. So yeah, without a doubt, man. How'd you think about UFC 328 before getting our rankings? Did you like the card? How was it?
Yeah, I like the card. It was a great card. We had some bangers on the undercard. We had some upsets. Jared Gordon came in there and shit on my whole evening. You
Yeah,
had Susukairev is kind of ass. And main card was great. You know, Bobby Green's on a run. Brady looked phenomenal. Volkov sucks. Kyra is an animal. Um, and freaking John Strickland shocked the world. Uh,
yeah, dude.
Great fights. Great
That
fights.
Coleman might have been fight of the year, dude. I know everybody wants to give it to Hoke and Blades, but there was no technicality in their shit. It was just a bar fight. Fucking Van and Tyra, man. That shit went everywhere, bro. Van trying to submit Tyra for the love of the game, bro. That was fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, that was insane. And
Yeah.
before we get into the gain and loss, man, y'all just make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. Follow us on Twitter X at fight_talk_ along with Clinch Convos Pod on Twitter, along with Split the Diff Pod. And check out our TikTok, our Instagram, and everything's popping, man. We'd love to talk to y'all. We appreciate the support. Just make sure to go follow, like, and subscribe everywhere.
Yes, sir. We just got our first positive comment on the YouTube. We actually got a positive comment, not a hate comment like we're used to, even though I enjoy both. So we're officially we made it, dude. We got one fan. That's all that matters.
Somebody out there is happy, man.
At least off of one video. I don't know if they've seen them all, but we'll take it. With that being said, dude, go ahead and give me who you had gaining stock off of this card.
Gain stock number one is going to be Amasov.
I got
Amasov.
him.
What he did to Joel Alvarez was just a disrespect on another level, son. Picked him up like a baby, slammed him on the ground, finished him, and then got in his face and break danced while Buddy was leaned up against the cage looking like Conor McGregor after he got submitted by Khabib. That was just a sick performance. That guy's somebody to watch out for. Dustin Poirier said that's the first person since Khabib that he's felt that type of strength from, and to look out for him at welterweight champion in the near future.
Oh yeah, dude.
Boom.
I think one of the guys. It's funny we bring him up. As great as he is, I'm pretty sure one of the guys on the MVP card, Jason Jackson, has a KO win against Yaroslav Amasov in Bellator. So that's a fight I'm going to keep a good eye on. I have him in my ups as well. Fucking super impressive. It's hard to do a guy worse than Armin did him, and I think you can make a case that he did. I know Armin bloodied up Alvarez really bad, put a cut on his nose really bad, and it was a bloody sacrifice, but somehow Emisov did him worse. Just, I mean, the slam to arm triangle, that was so dominant. That gave me shades of DJ versus Ray Borg flying arm triangle or flying arm bar. That shit was insane. The way he just connected offense to some fucking submission offense. It's fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah, it was great. An amazing performance by that guy. We're definitely going to be checking in on all his fights. That's probably going to be a future champion. Then I'm going to move in straight into everybody. Everybody thought that he was a joke. Well, at first everybody loved him. He's the most exciting new fighter ever. Everybody loves him. And then the Pantoja fight went the way it did, and then the world flipped on Joshua Vant. That guy went in there. He showed all you losers what we already knew, that he was an elite fighter. and I mean, and Tyra put up a hell of a fight. Tyra,
Hmm.
his ground game is insane, the transitions, but just Van's boxing, striking was so on point, defensively sound. Went in there, put on a world class performance, and finished him in the fifth round. Big ups to Joshua Van.
Yeah, yeah, fucking amazing. That was my one of my favorite fights of all time. Might be my favorite flyweight fight to be real with you. It's up there with Cejudo and Johnson too. Fucking insane level of competition in that fight. There is like dudes are mad that Joshua Van. They said that was an early finish. I mean, Tyra got his shit kicked in on the feet for the whole fight, and it looked to me like when he fell down, he was asleep. And after he caught that uppercut as he was falling down, and woke him back up. I don't know why people like. There's so many people that are calling that an early finish, and I'm just like, bro, that was not an early finish. I mean, fuck, dude, two or three more of those wouldn't have changed anything. It's not, tire is durable, but fuck, bro, Van's accuracy,
Yeah.
his power, that shit's amazing. I got Van on my ups too, by the way. Yeah, and so
Van,
it's
he's a
just,
couple hundred strikes away from passing the all-time leader of significant strikes landed in flyweight. Brandon Moreno has 1,300 something, and Van's well on his way. He's obviously gonna
yeah.
pass it.
I seen a
Um,
stat that said that
insane.
he's gonna probably break Max Holloway's record.
Yeah,
Because
that's
obviously Max
insane.
will fight like 5 or 6 more times in his career probably, but Van already has 400 more strikes at the same amount of fights in the UFC that Max Holloway had. That is a fucking insane stat, brother. I love
Yeah,
that guy. He got me paid, by the way. Van by KO, Strickland by points. Cha-ching. Got your brother paid. Fucking ate good that night. I was fucking on a loss the whole night, and then I just threw it all on Van and Strickland, and they made your boy proud, man. But yeah, I got him as my ups as well, dude. I was already a fan. I just thought Tyler was so dominant, and he just showed everybody that it don't fucking matter how dominant you are. He's a motherfucker, dude. I love Josh Van.
yeah. Um, And I hope the fans flip back to him, man. I just, just I don't know, his
Most
couple
will,
comments. Most
yeah,
will, but his couple comments, just like, yeah, everybody just stop being losers. Joshua Van is is the truth, son.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then another person that people have been hating on is going to be in my game. Sean Brady came out there and just
dude.
whooped ass.
Did you see the
Uh,
size of his knee in that fight?
yeah, it was swollen.
Bro, fought the apparently he got his other knee drained, and that's why that line flipped.
Yeah,
And
that was I made me a little bit nervous going into that fight. The line flip, and they see something we don't. Blah blah blah. Dana called him. He said, "No, man, I'm going in there. I'm going to win this
mhm.
fight." And Sean Brady, when he is on, he is so good.
Oh yeah,
I don't think anybody at welterweight losing to Michael Morales. I don't think Michael Morales
he's
is
gonna beat Islam.
way
He's gonna
too
beat
big
Islam.
for this division.
He's John
Uh,
Jones, bro. He's John Jones doing the same shit Jones did, weight bullying guys, man.
Ali is not going to let Islam fight Michael Morales. It does not matter. He will move back down and fight Ilia Topuria before he fights Morales. Morales is
I don't know, man.
huge.
I think he would at least entertain Morales before he would entertain Ilya. I don't know though. I could be wrong. But getting back to Sean Brady, let me give him a little bit of praise. A lot of praise. Fucking dominant, best underdog of the night when he flipped. And just gotta put this out there. This is how dog shit Joaquin Buckley is. You see how swollen that knee is. You don't throw one fucking leg kick. And well, he threw body kicks. That was the problem. Is you don't throw body kicks against a grappler heavy wrestling takedown fighter. And that's all he kept doing. Every time he got up, threw fucking body kicks. I mean, the dude's fight IQ is fucking horrible. He like the Usman fight looked tame to that. Sean Brady beat him and the scorecards was 30-24, 30-25, and 30-25. That is awful. Take that fucker out the rankings. He's not good. I hate to be that
He said he
way.
was going to retire.
Good, because he needs to just start. He's made a comment because he had that win and met Randy Orton out of the cage a couple years ago. Go fuck a Randy Orton in WWE. You got the perfect physique for it. You're great on the mic talking about dudes don't wash their ass, but you don't have fight IQ. You've been knocked out a lot. You're not going to climb the rankings any higher. Get the fuck out of here. Just if you're not going to improve, go do something else. Make more money. I think he'd be great in WWE, so I'm here for it. Or go fight LFA or some shit. But you're not touching any top five anytime soon. Crazy that people thought that he was the truth, man.
Yeah, yeah. People still back Buckley. I really don't
L-
get it.
Dude, I had
Um,
15 people in our chat, in our MMA chat, say that Buckley, they were surprised by Buckley. They fell for the curse. I was like, you're fucking goofy. I was like, there is no curse. He just sucks.
yeah,
And
that's
no disrespect, Buckley, but you piss me off when I watch you fight, and that's just the truth.
my losses transition to number one loss. Number one loser happens to be technically a winner, but just man, if I saw Volkov on the street, bro, I don't even know what I'd do.
uh,
That guy pisses me off. Listen, in another life, if this was hundreds of years ago, that guy would be like a war general over a nation. He's a massive blonde-haired Russian that happens to be just got cornrows, the craziest tattoo on his back, and is just a sissy in the octagon. The
yeah,
body kicks and the distance and the pointing your way to a fight. Waldo was begging to exchange with him. He would not. The times that he would, it didn't last long.
yeah.
Volkov generation, I mean, you're up there with BSD in my mind now, man. Nobody wants to see a Volkov title fight because we know which way it's going to go. He is the gatekeeper of the top five, which is an impressive thing.
Yeah.
But come
Not right
on,
now.
man.
Definitely not right now at this level of heavyweight. I don't hate that take at all. Unfortunately, I ain't mad at the decision just because the way he fought did lead him to a win. And I'm not proud to say that because I wanted Waldo to win. Waldo had the better
Yeah.
exchanges. Waldo had the power punches. Waldo was aggressive. And I don't think if they gave him the decision, it would have been that big a robbery because you got to judge off of everything: damage, significant strikes, regular strikes, octagon control, aggressiveness. All of that shit matters, and Waldo did all of them correctly, and Volkov just kept popping the legs, and they weren't fucking affecting Waldo. The legs did not buckle on Waldo one time from a 7 foot guy who's probably a good 280, 300 pounds when he's not cutting weight. And I love Volkov. I don't have a problem with him. I love the tour he was on, beating Ken Almeida, beating Cyril Gahn, and then getting robbed. But it just didn't look like anything we need to see in a title fight. I'd love to see Josh Hokett fight that fucker. I really would. I'm here for it. Fight that motherfucker, and Josh Hope you'll be one of my new favorite fighters if you knock him the fuck out because Volkov just robbed us of the Hokett Waldo Boy fight that we were desperately in need of. I said Waldo Boy, Salsa Boy fight. I'm fucking tired. And yeah, fuck Volkov for that, dude, because it
Yeah.
was just like I don't care, fight how you're gonna fight, make it entertaining. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. So I'm with you
Yeah.
on that. Who's your other downs?
I'm not even going to speak on him really. I'm just going to say Buckley. He is ass.
We gave him enough
Uh,
hate. We gave him enough
yeah.
fucking hate, dude. I didn't know you were gonna hop on the hate train too. I'd have saved some disrespect.
Yeah, Buckley's ass. You can't talk that much shit and be ass.
Yeah.
If you have arrogance, you have to back it up. Be Conor McGregor.
People had this
That
guy.
boy's arrogant and that boy is a
Yeah.
winner,
They had
son.
him beating Usman. That's the funniest shit to me. That was the biggest free money ever. Almost
I
as
don't
big as
understand that.
Hanato Moicano over Chris Duncan. Yeah. No, who's your third?
My next one is going to be an unfortunate one, but it has to be said. It's got to be Rebecca, man.
I don't hate that.
I hate it for him because we love watching Rebecca fight, but it seems like he's on a decline more than he is working his way up. He seems like his fight IQ is dropping a little
It's
bit.
horrible. It's awful.
He,
It's
he
fallen
can't he
off so
can't
far.
he can't get inside the way that he needs to. He's such a warrior. I'm glad that he gave us some very memorable fights. So that oral by fight was
And
insane.
that fight could
The
have went either
Duncan
way
fight,
too.
yeah,
That fight could have went either way too. That's the problem, man, is
yeah,
he wants to brawl.
warrior.
There's nothing wrong with that. But like you look at his last 3 fights now, okay?
That
Anytime
guy,
he could have won, my bad, I don't mean to interrupt you. Anytime he could
you're
have
good.
won, he did the opposite, beating up Dawson on the feet. Let's go to the ground with the submission specialist and wrestler.
Yeah,
Ludovic Klein breaks his foot. Let's not let him stand up at all and get that TKO win. Why the fuck would we do that? Because it'd be a doctor stoppage win. That's boring. No, fuck it, dude. You take a win where you can get one, unfortunately. And then the fight before that, just walking up to Chris Duncan like this, fucking chin out, just fucking fight me, brother. And he's so short for the division. The only guy that he had real success against was another short guy, Oral by.
yeah,
Um, so it's sad. I like Rembeckia. He was a great
yeah,
underdog. He was winning that fight going into the third, and he just a lot of people are saying he took a dive. I don't think he did. I just think he has bad fight IQ. Be real with you.
yeah. That guy's a BKFC world champion, son. Get that
Yeah,
Conor
for real.
McGregor calls it.
Get
You
him,
fucking daddy boy. You know what I'm
get
saying?
him
Go
versus
work for
fucking
daddy,
Mike
man.
Perry, dog.
Go
Get him
work for
versus
daddy.
Mike. Oh man,
Golly.
I'll never call that man daddy. But yeah, fuck. No,
That's the Mac Daddy, dog.
he is technically the
Listen,
Mac
man.
Daddy. He is
Listen,
technically the
man.
Mac Daddy.
That's the
But
Mac
yeah,
Daddy, dog.
okay, all
Nobody better
right.
than the
You
GOAT.
said that. You said that with some lust in your voice there. But all right. Fucking Becky. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on all your shit, bro. You had two of my ups. The only one that I had different was Jose Ochoa.
Yeah.
Fucking dude is gonna be so good at flyweight. He's already
Yeah.
had a war with Loder Kavanaugh. I'd love to see them give him Charles Johnson or Bruno Silva next. Um, it's been such a fun experience watching Jose Ochoa. He's a cool ass dude. Every time I post about him, he comments on my page. He will somehow find my page. He don't speak English that well, and he's spoken enough to propose to his girlfriend. So but just a slaughter from him. I thought that could have easily been 2 10-8 rounds in the first and second round. He just beat ass. The Carpenter's takedowns did nothing.
Yeah.
Murder, murder from Jose Ochoa. Fucking, I don't remember what his nickname is, but it was something cool. Jose Ochoa was my last up, and I had Yaroslav Amosov, fucking monster, and then I had Joshua Van, fucking goat. Now let's talk about some shame. All right, because I had three different ones from you, and I'm gonna make it quick because I hate two of these motherfuckers. Marco Tulio is fucking way down to be winning the fight how he was, and then just same problem I said when we filmed our episode.
Yeah. All up in
You
the air, son.
just always in
Like
the
he's
fucking.
coming up from water.
He
Like
fights
he's
like Popeye. Like he fights like fucking Popeye, bro. It's the stupidest shit I ever seen. And Roman Kopylov is a striker, a sniper striker. It's fucking goofy, man. And fuck Kopylov for not getting my finish. That would have got me fucking paid. I had a ticket with him, KO, Van KO, and Strickland points. I would have made more money. But he did win on the other ticket that was him, Van, and Strickland, just money line. So that was great. Three paid 100 on that. Unfortunately, I got nervous and cashed it out because I thought Tyra was going to sneak a decision there, but I did hit the other one. Fuck Tulio. Glad both. I said it on the last episode. I'm glad him and his girl lost. Maybe they'll fix their fucking problems. Jared Gordon, you're a fucking bastard. How do you go into the fucking fight with the guy who's got damn near the most submissions in the UFC? Fucking, I mean,
brother.
you did better against Rafa Garcia after being hit by a fucking car. Okay, that just blows my fucking mind. Rafa Garcia's in the prime of his life. Jim Gordon is fucking ancient, or Jim Miller. Sorry, not Jim Gordon. That sounds so fucking
Hey,
stupid.
MMA math says Jim Miller beats Paddy Pimblett right now.
Yes, that's fucking probably a good possibility because Patty's getting rocked by influencers. Jim Miller's like 47 years old or 43 years old, however fucking old he is, and you go into his one weapon just like Donald Cerrone. God, fuck you, Jerry Gordon. You fucking sold my long shot. I'm pissed off at you. You did not beat Paddy Pimblett. In fact, I want you to know that. You lost that fucking fight because you sold me this fight. So I no longer believe you won that fight or that was a robbery. You fucking asshole. And then best for last, Sue Sarkayev needs to be booked with Yusri Belgary so I can watch him get fucking mauled for 3 goddamn rounds because that dude is no fucking IQ. He's worse than Rembecki. He's just fighting guys that are not able to put him away because they don't have submission defense.
Yeah.
And he just fucking, I'm so tired of him trying to showboat. Like, you're not that fucking good. I hate to be that way. I'm not saying I can kick your ass, but you're not that fucking good. Santos put like 80 significant fucking strikes on you before you finished him, man. You broke your hand in the second round. The thing that pisses me off the most is when you can finish a fight like that in the first round and you wait till the third because you want to play with your food, you're a fucking idiot. This game is too dangerous to do that shit, man. You're not fucking Connor. You're not, like, compared him to Chimaev is the silliest shit to me. Chimaev just went tit for tat with Strickland, and I wouldn't have been mad if they gave him the decision because that fight was so close, even though I watched the fight back immediately after, and thank Strickland did win. He took the 5th round, he took the 3rd, and he took the 2nd. But that dude is not going to be anything special. He gets even, I'm telling you right now, I think Atiba knocks him the fuck out if Atiba can defend takedowns, and I don't like Atiba either. He was this close to being on my fucking list because
He's got to go to welterweight.
Yeah,
He's got to go to welterweight.
Atiba is
Not gonna
yeah.
last at that middleweight, brother.
He got fucking held up against the cage by Ozzy Diaz, Gabriel Iglesias' doppelganger, for a fucking round, dude. I mean, it's horrible, bro. He's not fucking good. And that's after going the distance with Pulayev. Give him fucking Pinas to put him to bed. That's what I'm all here for. Sorry, I just threw a Tiba hate in there for no reason. I said I wouldn't rant this episode. But yeah, that was my three. Fuck Tulio, Susu, and Jared Gordon. TSG, you fucking bastards. Uh,
Hey, everybody in the comment, actually, this is a good segue. What's y'all's top three? You know, gain and
we
loss.
should start asking that.
We'd like to hear that, man, because we'd love to debate the topic. And let's
Yeah,
if you're hating on somebody, should I get on a hate train? Boy,
we
I'll get on
understand.
one.
We
If it's
understand.
if if it aligns with morals and integrity, not Josh Fan hate. That was
Yeah.
that was retarded. Everybody
Yeah.
flipped on him, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, Atiba and Susu, you know, and Volkov, they deserve some hate. So if y'all
Yeah.
want to jump on that train with us, shit, we'll make a
Yeah.
T-shirt, dog.
Yeah. Fucking hey, no cap, dude. And also while we're here, we've learned we need to be better at some things on YouTube. We have a community option on there. We'll be posting on there a lot more often. We're gonna start putting our picks out on YouTube. We're gonna put them on everything that we're on: IG, TikTok, X, YouTube. I think that's all four of them. So you'll see our picks every week. You can debate them with us, and we're gonna start doing our rankings. Even if we don't put them in the podcast itself, I'll make sure we start doing either videos where James gives me his and we say why or whatever, or we just put them out and y'all just be like, who the fuck did the worst? You know, you could pick. So
Yeah.
also while we're off that topic, before we really get into these cards, great announcement. We are going to be interviewing a sparring partner and teammate of Ronda Rousey very soon. His name is Jacob Stumpy Yancey. He's from my city. This dude reminds me so much of Kelvin Gastelum. He is very, very like undersized height, not very, very, but he's undersized height wise. He was fighting at 170, I believe at 180 when I saw his fight. And the motherfucker was knocking dudes. I mean, he could take a fucking punch, bro. He could take a fucking punch, and he is just a mauler. And this dude was fucking dudes up at 170, and he's trying to fight at 140 right now. He was part of Ronda's
Jeez.
camp for this MVP card. Excuse me, he was part of Ronda's camp. He's a cool ass dude. I'm sure y'all be a big fan of him when he makes it. He's a fucking fun dude. I've also reached out to Tyler Stout, who's from the city, and Will Davis, who's from the city. All three will be on this LFA card, which I'm gonna go to and hopefully get some content with. They're all down to earth guys. Last time I was at LFA, got to see that and became good friends with Scuba Steve. So that was the announcement I want to slip in there. And now we get to be fucking analysts. Do you want to do the MVP card first, since I feel like there's less to talk about on it?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right, cool. So I have the whole card in front of me, and I went and I took notes on the fights that mattered. Okay, I will say that. I'm gonna tell you right now, there is some good fights here, but not in the fact that there are good matchups per se on the prelims, but there are some really good fighters. Okay, let me start by saying Chris Avila. He was booked first for this fight, and he's like 8-9. Okay, not good. He's like Cody Brundage level, and he's fighting Brandon Jenkins, who's been tore up by a lot of people, and that he's fought in PFL, UFC, and he is like a minus 400 favorite last time I checked. Okay, that prelim fight, I'm taking Brandon Jenkins by sub. Alex Pereira's sister, I'm sure you know about this. She's fighting. She's like 2-2 or 2-1 or some shit. She's fighting a chick, Jade Masan Wong, who's 2-3. I honestly think that fight's a lot closer than people give it credit for, because it's Pereira's sister. They're gonna blow that shit up. I am taking Pereira's sister.
No.
David McGoyan is taking on Albert Morales. I don't remember half the shit I looked up for these dudes. I know McGoyan, I believe, was in the UFC at one point, or he was on Contender Series. He looks like a promising guy. It's a pretty good pickup for MVP. I will not lie, and I think he's gonna starch this Morales guy any way he wants. With that being said, Jason Jackson must have got out of his PFL contract when he just fought Thad Gene for the title. Jason Jackson is a fucking veteran. He's a teammate of Kamaru Usman's. I don't know if he still is, but I know he was at one point. He was on the tough season where it was Team Black Zillions versus American Top Team. I believe he was on Team Black Zillions. Dude's a fucking beast. He's got great takedown defense. He's a phenomenal striker. He's the dude that's knocked out Yaroslav Amosov over in Bellator. That win is
Right.
aging really fucking good. He did have a contender series fight, and he broke his ankle in the fight, and I guess they just never offered him another shot. I guess they weren't impressed. But he's been around the UFC all the time. He's been at corners. He's a phenomenal dude. He's fighting a guy named Jefferson Creighton. He was originally supposed to fight somebody else. I was a dog, bro. It was gonna be such a good fight. Let me find them just because I know it was such a good fight. I had it pulled up earlier. One
While you're
second.
looking that up, just let everybody know, Iceman drops in an hour and 30 minutes. Y'all
Shane's
go
about to
catch
get
that new
teed.
Drake, man, boy. I'm so
Okay, yeah,
excited. Drake personally gifted me this album on my birthday. So shout out Drake, shout out Drizzy. Goat.
yeah. So Lorenz Larkin was who he was supposed to fight. Lorenz Larkin's a dog too, man. That was gonna be a really good fucking fight that was on the main card. Lorenz Larkin is 39 years old, but he's 27-8. He's got some really good fucking fights. He's been basically everywhere, dude. I mean, he's fought in fucking Bellator, UFC, Strike Force, dude. Strike Force, PFL, fucking he's fought everywhere, man. And a lot of these guys aren't as well known, but he has fought Douglas Lima, Paul Daly, Neil Magny. He's got a win over Neil Magny and Jorge Masvidal. He
You
finished Neil
magni.
Magny. Yeah. He's also got a KO win over Ponzinibbio. He's got a loss to Derek Brunson, a loss to Brad Navarez. So he's been around. He's got a win over Robbie Lawler at Strike Force. The dude's been around a fucking long time. So that would have been a banger fight to watch Jason Jackson have. And unfortunately, it fell through, and he's now getting smoked Jeff Creighton, who's a sub artist, has only got one knockout and 6 decision wins. So I'm gonna say Jason Jackson's gonna tear that boy up. And then we got what should have been the best fight on the card was gonna be Adriano Moraes, Muhammad Mukayev.
Dope.
That's now Adriano Moraes versus Fumi Nakuta, and I hope I said that right. Fumi is a dog. I won't lie. He's got a fucking phenomenal record, man. But Adriano Moraes knocked out Demetrius Johnson. That is just nothing that you sit there and fucking glance over. He knocked out DJ with a gnarly fucking, technically it's an illegal knee in UFC, but over in one it's not, and it was a bad one. And it was like DJ's first or second fight in one championship. DJ went and beat the shit out of Rod Tang, came back and finished Adriano Moraes the exact same way that he got finished by Moraes. That was a cool ass rivalry. I recommend anybody look into that shit. One championship, underrated as fuck. Wish they had understandable announcers. I'd be able to tune in. I'm just too ADHD. I can't do it. Then we have Namo Fazil taking on Jake Babian, and I fucking hate Jake Babian. The dude's an asshole. He is an okay MMA fighter, but he just talks dirt bad to all his fans, to all his opponents. He's an asshole. Not a fan of that guy. And Namo Fazil is going to fuck him up. This is the guy that's currently beefing with Arman Sarukian because Arman Sarukian said Kurdish fighters are gay. Kurdish fighters are fucking mean, dog. Let me tell you. All right, they're fucking mean. They will jump you if you say some shit like that. So Arman's probably gonna get fucked up in the near future. And now we have some legit MVP and UFC beef. And Namo Fazil wants to fight Arman Sarukian. So I think if he murders Jake Babian, which I think will fucking happen, and I hope will happen, I think they might fuck around and try and book him into the UFC. Yeah, but the only thing is Namo Fazil is a welterweight, so that would be weird. Maybe he's just
Yeah.
gonna fight him outside of it. I don't know. But then we get to the main card: JDS versus
Here we
Robelis
go.
Spain. Dude,
I'm
I'm
excited
loving.
about that.
Yeah, I'm loving JDS in this slot, bro. Robelis Spain lost to Austin Lane by wrestle fucking. Okay, it's
Yeah.
horrible. It's horrible. If
Dude,
he
you lose to Austin Lane, just go ahead and chop it up, son. It's
chop your
over
dick
with.
off because he
M
stole it.
Major flop in the UFC, got beat by Waldo, went over to Karate Combat. He's undefeated in Karate Combat. That the
He
guy
was
is
the
a
champ.
monster,
He was
but,
the champ. I don't know what happened to his belt. I don't know if he lost it or he gave it up just because he didn't like it over there. But
when it comes
he
to full mixed martial artists, he is
he
not one
sucks,
of them.
and he's huge. He's
Junior
ginormous.
Dos Santos, big 2026, and one of the greatest of all time. When you look at him, his record is insane. When you
Oh
go
yeah,
look at this guy's
yeah.
statistics, I mean, just one of the best. He's got back-to-back bare knuckle MMA wins. Big shout out to Junior Dos Santos. I hope he wins this. We're going to be watching.
3 title
Um,
fight wins, I'm pretty sure, in the UFC. He finished Cain Velasquez, beat Frank Mir by finish, and then he beat somebody else by finish. He's also got a win over Stipe. Um, JDS is a
Yep.
beast, man, and
Yeah.
he has been tearing people up on the ground in that bare knuckle MMA shit. Like, he goes right to the ground and fucks you up with his knuckles. And, well, I think we know how this is going to go. JDS is the underdog. He's going to take that motherfucker to Spain down. JDS can take some punches. It's been guys like Curtis Blades, Cyril Gahn, um, and somebody else I'm forgetting. But guys of the new age that have finished JDS recently. He's also got wins over Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa. Those are his most recent wins in the UFC, I believe. I don't think Despain beats Derek Lewis or Tuivasa, if I'm being honest. Could be wrong. He could beat Tuivasa, probably. Tuivasa sucks. But I think JDS is an underdog here, is the best fucking play on this card, man. And there's a lot of finishes coming on this card. I think that's why they booked it the way they did.
Yeah. Next fight, also, I'm going to be watching both of these guys for the
Yeah,
first time. Call me
dude.
what you want.
Dude,
Um,
Parnasse is a beast. Parnasse is a fucking menace. He's a Frenchman, and I actually took some notes on him. Parnasse
mm,
already has wins over William Gomis, Morgan Scherer, and Robert Ruchala. He beat Robert Ruchala by soccer kicks. That's fucking disrespectful. I loved it.
he is the
Um,
number 2 pound for pound in all of Europe. 7 wins by
some places
KO,
he's number
7
one.
wins by submission.
Yeah,
Then he's taking on Kenneth Cross, who
yeah,
he won his Dana White Contender Series fight,
yeah,
but then never actually made it into the UFC. He's got 6 wins by knockout,
yeah.
7 wins by submission. Looking at stats without watching any of these fights, and I'm going to lean Paris. But I'm looking forward to getting to learn somebody new. I think this is a cool opportunity MVP has set up for people that maybe haven't been able to watch the other leagues. I know
Mm-hmm.
I watch a good bit of the leagues, but
Excuse
I
me.
have not seen these guys fight, so I'm super excited about it.
You gotta
Two
watch
high level,
Parnasse. You
yeah,
gotta
two
watch
high
him,
level
man.
dudes coming together, getting to see it for the first time. I think it's gonna be a cool one for the fans. Definitely gonna be a cool one for me.
It's gonna be.
Um,
I'm pretty sure Parnasse is like minus 1,400 on the books right now, dog. Like, they're expecting him to slush this guy. I don't. Now he's got a lot of decision wins, so there's a good chance it could go to points. But dude, like, the two biggest favorites on the card is Francis Ngannou, who was like a minus 2,000 the other day. Okay, and Parnasse, I believe, was. If I can find this shit. Parnasse was a. Where the fuck this shit go? I don't give a fuck about Ronda Rousey, man. Here we go. Parnasse, 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 Parnasse,
while he's looking
Parnasse.
that up, just gonna let y'all know it is now 1 hour and
1450.
15 minutes until Iceman.
Minus 1450 for Parnasse. Minus 2,000 for Francis Ngannou. The odds for that is awful. There's no way to win. A $10 two-leg parlay on them wins $1.
Who do you have for Francis
Let's be
versus
real,
Philip
bro.
Lins?
Let's be real here, dude. If Philip Lins survives 45 seconds, that's a win for him.
He
I
hasn't beat
think,
anybody elite. 4-2 in the UFC. Going up
yeah.
against Francis Ngannou.
His
I
biggest
mean,
win, Ion Kutalaba. And Ion Kutalaba, that is aging well. It says on here, dog, that they've got Francis fighting before Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. Is that true?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I guess because they know it's gonna be a slaughter. Yeah. Honestly,
I
I
think it's a
think
much bigger draw.
I do
Diaz and
too. I
Perry.
do too.
Perry, much
It's a
bigger
way to
draw.
keep them locked in longer too. If they were smart, they would have had Diaz and Perry as a main event, because then you guarantee consistent viewership for the whole card if people are watching the prelims.
Yeah,
Whereas I don't think this Ronda and Gina fight's gonna have as much turnout. I'm gonna watch it as much as I don't think it's gonna be that ecstatic. It might be great. I think Ronda's gonna start her. I would love to
yeah.
see Gina pull it off, but I just think 17
I
years is
think
a long layoff, man.
Yeah, old time fans though, like Ronda Rousey, when she was around, she was a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
It's her and Connor when it comes to male and female, who was the biggest star ever. And
I don't know, man.
in my opinion,
Nunez,
um,
brother. Nunez
but
was a fucking.
she doesn't bring the draw. Like, it was American pride with Ronda Rousey. In America, she was it. She was it.
I'll
Nobody had
take
ever
that.
seen anything
And
like it.
Connor was like that in America too, so I'll give you that. I mean, the thing with Nunez is she only talk shit. She didn't speak English for a long
Yeah,
time,
that's
from
the
what I
thing.
understand. She acted like she didn't know it. I think she's a big draw. I just think that she didn't have star power like Ronda did. I think anybody
Yeah.
now hears the name Amanda Nunez, if they know any MMA, they're gonna tune into that. But with Ronda taking off so much time, they probably tuned into a Ronda fight first because they know the legend of Ronda Rousey, and they probably don't know ball because I remember being in high school and dudes were like, I want to fuck Ronda Rousey, dude. She's a bad bitch. I let her beat my ass. And I just like, who the fuck is this chick? And they're both popping at the same time, her and Connor. So I was hating on them both heavily. Like, they're not even like that, bro. They're not even like that, bro. Like 15, like fuck them guys, dude. John Jones is a man, dude. John Jones, bro. John Jones. Just being a casual. And they're both great. Connor's obviously fucking, a GOAT himself. Ronda, she can be a pioneer. I don't know if I consider her a GOAT, but she's definitely a pioneer. I just wish she would have gave it more chances after facing adversity. But I get it when you're put yourself that high on a pedestal on a mountaintop and everybody else does too, and you fall.
Mm.
It's rough. So I get it. But yeah, I'm back and forth on the main event. I don't know how it's gonna go. They're fighting 145 pounds, and her boxing looks better, but her head movement doesn't look that great, man. And she's still so stiff. And I just worried that Gina could pull some shit off. But I think more than likely Ronda Rousey's gonna go out there and submit her. That's my 2 cents on that. I figured I could give it faster than the Nate Diaz and Perry one. Do you have Ronda as well?
I've got Ronda, man. I like Ronda, man. When she came into the UFC, we're talking 10 finishes in a row, 6 submission games, 6 arm bars in a row on her record.
I think she's only 8-2. I was looking at it
12,
today. I don't know. I could be wrong. I might have been looking at something else. Let me check that.
12
But I
and
know
2 total.
really
Um,
somebody
for
lied on the thing I was looking at earlier,
through her MMA career, going up against Gina, who never fought in the UFC, and she is
which
7
is
and 1.
crazy. That's so crazy. She never fought in the UFC. And then we're talking about pioneers. Gina Carano arguably is a pioneer as well. She fought, long before Ronda did, obviously. Let's see here. So it might have been she was 8-2 in the UFC. That's what it was. She was 8-2 in the UFC. Yeah, because Ronda fought in Strike Force. She fought in Strike Force. She fought Aisha Tate over there. Came over to dude. I mean, fuck, dude. She has got one of the best fucking resumes in terms of women's MMA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight title fights. Only losing the last 2, winning fucking the first 8. And she was what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She had 8 fights in the UFC. She's 6-2 in the UFC, so she's 12-2 in total. You are correct. That's what I was looking at earlier. Must have been 6-2 in the UFC. But yeah, she's got 3 knockouts, 9 subs. It's a beautiful record, man.
It's
Nothing against
crazy.
Ronda at all. It's pretty fucking insane. I just wish she stuck around. That's my what if with Ronda. But
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with her. She's doing her thing. She went to WWE. Her promo skills is already fire. That she made them better. So it is what it is. But I'm so stoked for Diaz versus Perry, or at least I was. And then I
Yeah.
see Nate Diaz is smoking weed, taking down cameramans at open workouts, which doesn't mean anything. It's a fucking open workout. And Mike Perry's over there. Like, literally, you got Nate Diaz over there smoking weed, and then Mike Perry's doing backflips. Shit, Charlotte looks like he did a lot of coke in the bathroom. It's the funniest fucking contrast between both guys in an open workout. Like, it was the funniest shit. I
We
enjoyed
got
some of the pressers.
Nate's record right now. He since leaving the UFC, 1-1 in boxing, 1 loss to Jake Paul, 1 win over Jorge Masvidal, allegedly. I
Oh,
don't know about that.
he did beat Jorge, huh? Well,
Yeah, but I
I'm saying
think Jorge.
officially. I'm saying
Yeah.
officially though, yeah.
And then you look at his last 5 opponents in the UFC goes like this. He has a win over Tony Ferguson, a loss to Leon Edwards, a loss to Jorge Masvidal, a win over Pettis, and a loss to McGregor.
Yeah.
That's a crazy last 5 fights in the UFC. Going up against Mike Perry, who was 4-1 in his last 5 UFC bouts, but 6-0 in his BFCK
BKFC.
BKFC career. He's beat Jeremy Stevens, Thiago Alves, Luke Rockhold, MVP, and Eddie Alvarez, and another one. I have been saying this. I think this fight ends by doctor stoppage. I don't think either one of these guys finish each other unless Mike goes to the ground with Nate. I think Nate submits him. But if this stays on the feet and Mike can have his takedown defense in order, I think this is going to go to doctor stoppage.
I
Nate's
like it.
face you get hit, you hit punch Nate Diaz in the face 3 times, his eyes falling off. You know what I'm saying? It's like his jaw's broken. He's cut from head to toe. It's just that's just what I see.
Yeah, Nate, you can blow on him, he's gonna bleed. But the thing is with that man, and you know, he can take damage, he can take punches, but yeah, I mean, I think if anything, I don't, this definitely seems like a fully sanctioned MMA fight. Um, my bad, I blanked on this. I was reading this fucking Ronda Rousey quote. Let me turn that off. Nate, man, just does not seem like he's in it anymore. He does not seem like he gives a fuck and that he's just here to claim a check. That's what it seems like to me. He's talking about he wants Charles Oliveira after. He's talking about he doesn't want to fight Connor. Fucking shit like that. He's talking about he's not doing the UFC. Just he wanted to get out because he was there so long. Um, all that shit, man, is just it's not convincing for me to believe that he wants this anymore. I think the guy has made so much money boxing, Jake Paul fight, Jorge fight. He's gonna make a fuck ton on this shit. He doesn't seem to give a fuck anymore, man. And in this sport, bro, it's dangerous. Nate Diaz has never been a guy that just gets fucked up and finished all the time. But I just like that Tony Ferguson fight, dude. It wasn't that good, and then ultimately just ended with Tony fucking finally just trying to make mistake after mistake to make something happen, and he gets subbed. And that was all Chimaeva's fault because he was gonna fight. We were gonna have Khamzat Chimaeva versus Nate Diaz, and then Khamzat missed weight by 10 fucking pounds, that bastard. And then subbed Kevin Holland. Like Kevin Holland was supposed to fight fucking D-Rod then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Lee Jinglang was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson and fucking Khamzat was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. He missed weight so bad they fucked up 3 fights. That's insane. And so, yeah, I don't know how I feel about Nate. Mike Perry, on the other hand, seems like he's still trying to prove shit, and he loves to fight clear as fucking day. Mohawk Perry was a dangerous motherfucker. He seems like he's trying to. I mean, their fucking beef doesn't exist. This we've seen that with Ariel trying to stick his fat ass nose. Like most people would be mad if their opponent came late to a fucking press conference, and Mike Perry's like, "We got shit to do. We're not gonna be late to the fight." And Ariel is just like, "Really? Like, bro, get fucking Ariel. Ariel's so annoying. This relationship side note. I fucking hate him right now. But um, Perry is probably gonna fuck up Nate Diaz for as long as he can. But if he gets taken down, is where I'm concerned. I'm very concerned because I don't think he's got the best ground defense. We haven't seen it tested very much. Nate Diaz can put together some good boxing exchanges too. So we're gonna see what Nate Diaz we get is what's gonna matter here. I honestly like Nate Diaz as a bet on underdog, but as a pick, I'm probably gonna go Mike Perry for sure.
Oh yeah, man. I like
But
it.
Costa. So
Let's go.
Allen and Costa gonna be a banger fight as long as it lasts. I'll make it short and simple with this one. I think Arnold Allen gets it done, man. I don't know about inside the distance. I can see a world where Costa lands a third straight spinning head kick, but people forget Arnold Allen has fought fucking killers left and right in this division. The last guy he fought that had that, and at the time was a fucking good fighter. Calvin Cater. That's the only guy of his last couple fights that's been questionable. He's fought the who's who in this fucking division. Max Holloway, John Silva. Fucking he beat the shit out of Giga Chikadze. Fought what is it, Movsar Evloev, and fucking KO Dan Hooker before that Cater fight. Allen is a dog. He likes cats though. Fun note. Fucking he'll kill about that fucking cat, dude. Milky Zael is not anything to pass over, but I just, he was making some pretty bad mistakes against Julian Arosa that let Julian Arosa stay in the fight, and that kind of concerns me. It's not terrible, but it just concerns me a little bit, and I think Arnold Allen can pick him apart. And also this is his first 5 rounder in the UFC, his first main event. He hadn't even had a co-main event yet. So this is going to be very interesting to see if Milky Zael is the real deal. But I am taking Arnold Allen here. I love this spot for him. He's only a minus 135 favorite. That's a very good fucking number for him.
Um, Costa, he's a great fighter. I do think he's the real deal. He's beat everybody besides Steve Garcia. Just knocked out Dan Ige. Well, TKO Dan Ige. And you look at Allen. Allen's 2-3 in his last 5, but like you said, he has only lost to elite people. Max Holloway, Masvar. If you want to say John Silva's elite, then throw him in there too. Definitely going to go with Allen on this one. I have full faith in him pulling this through because of the people that, I mean, he has not lost to anybody but just the best of the best. Um, then I'm a little bit interested in this co-main event. We got
Oh yeah.
Duho versus Daniel Santos.
That's the
Uh,
Korean Superboy taking on Willie Cat, if I believe so. Yep, Willie Cat, Daniel Santos, man. I always get him and Daniel Marcos confused. Daniel Santos fucking had a great last fight. He had a U decision win over fucking Xiaokong Lee or whatever the fuck his name is. Let me click this dude's shit so I don't fuck it up. Jung Young Lee, excuse me. He cooked that motherfucker. And then he finished what's this dude's name? Jusang Yu, who was on the road to UFC's finale, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Could be somebody. I think it was not him. I think it was a dude's last name, Kim. Yeah, no, it was not him. I apologize for that. Swear to God, I thought it was the name, not the face. I promise. But yeah, Santos is a beast. He's a very fun guy to watch. He took like a 3-year break off of MMA. He came back and beat Lee, so that was impressive because he was a huge underdog in that fight. Doohoo Choi in the fight wing with Cub Swanza for a reason. The dude does not fucking take no for an answer. He will sit there and fucking stand and bang with you, and he's gonna try and kill your ass. Um, I honestly think it's such a good fight. I think it's such a great co-main event.
Doohoo is coming off back-to-back knockout wins. Before that, he had a draw with Kyle Nelson. Thing is, Daniel Santos just beat back-to-back Chinamen, so it's not looking good for our boy from the East.
Well, the good thing is this dude's from Korea, so he's even crazier.
Well, that's what I got in the notes, dog.
I'm just busting your balls. Yeah.
4-1 in the UFC. Definitely going to go with Daniel Santos on this. 14-2. Give that guy. And then got big stock in this next fight.
Oh, yeah.
Guy from my hometown, Malcolm Wellmaker, got outclassed by Ethan Ewing, but huge star potential, man. The guy's a slick striker. Didn't do his homework on Ethan like he should have, and got sauced up. I mean, it happens, but he's going up against Juan Diaz, who is the number one pound for pound fighter in all of Mexico. He's the number one bantamweight in all of Latin America. And he just coming off of a nasty elbow knockout on Dana White Contender Series. So Wellmaker better have done his homework on this one, and I do believe he did and has, and I really hope that he pulls through a W and brings it back to the 706.
So the only thing I will say about Juan Diaz is he was losing that fight till he landed that bomb pretty convincingly, and that's why I'm not too worried about Wellmaker here. He's got a 1.5 height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage. You see what he does with that reach. Juan Diaz can hurt him, but realistically, I think Wellmaker's going to fucking run through him. I just do. I mean, the guy was getting pieced up really bad on the Contender Series, and that does not give me hope for him against a guy who's trying to bounce back from a loss. A very embarrassing loss, to be honest, because it was on 3-4 days' notice. It's not as bad now because Ewing is a monster, but it just doesn't look as good when you're that big of a hype prospect and you get your first loss in Madison Square Garden. So I'm here for Wellmaker getting a fucking finish here, dude. I really am.
Absolutely.
I think he's gonna do great in this position, and I love that they're putting him on third to last fight because this is a good time to test his fucking mettle. And Juan Diaz also UFC debut. They're always jitters. I don't care who you are, unless it's somebody like Yaroslav Amasov, that's been doing the shit, been champ at other promotions for long times and fighting the best of the best that are outside of the UFC. I just don't trust Juan Diaz there at all. Next fight, Modestas Bukauskas was supposed to fight Adolfo Bellato, and I was going to look so forward into Bellato getting KO'd for selling my last fucking ticket. But now we most definitely have a Modestas Bukauskas fucking KO coming because he is fighting Christian Edwards, who they gave this fight on like 6 days' notice.
Yep,
And
UFC debut. Christian Edwards got 4 wins by knockout, 2 wins by sub.
yeah,
Bukakas, I mean, no joke. I mean, he from 2024 all the way up to January 2026, that's 4 fights in a row. He was undefeated. He got knocked out by Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov's a great fighter, so definitely going to go with Bukakas on this
Nikita Krylov is either the best fighter that night or the shittiest fighter that night. Just depends on which version you're getting him. And we're going to find out when he fights Robert Whitaker here soon. That's apparently who he's going to be fighting. But I got Bukauskas here. And then I like the underdog in this one. Timmy Kuwamba is taking on Bernardo Sopage. And I hope I pronounced that correctly. This dude just beat Ricky Turkios January 18th, 2025. He's actually been gone a while. He's been gone a year. So I think there might be some rust there, and he's the dude that got finished by Vinicius Oliveira after kicking his ass for 2.5 rounds. and got
Yep.
finished with like
Nasty
19 seconds.
flying knee.
Yeah. So Timmy Kuwamba, on the other hand, Timmy Kuwamba is a very fun guy. He likes to bang. He be throwing some shit, dude. I'm pretty sure he beat Quang Lee. I think that's who. I might be wrong. I don't think that's Quang Lee. It's Chang Ho Lee. Excuse me. I wish these dudes would have different last names, be easy to remember. He fucked up Roberto Romero. That was awesome. And I think Cesar Almeida beat him by unanimous decision. So he's back and forth. He also fought Balaji Oki and went to a split decision with Balaji Oki. That's getting, a better age to it as the, Oki goes on because he's had some wars. I like Kuamba in this spot, man. I think that he's got good value against fucking Sopaj. And yeah, I think Kuamba could beat this motherfucker, dude. Sopaj's chin's gotta be fucking ringing after that knee. I know he's took a year or something off, but that also
And
brings rust.
yeah. And then this is at the point where I believe the card takes a little bit of a dive when you're looking at all of these records and how many people are coming off losses. So people are either going to be probably fighting for their job, So there's a
Yeah.
possibility for bangers. You got Nikolai versus Colleen Williams. Colleen Williams 6-4 in the
Chaos. Is it
UFC.
Kylene Williams? Was that his real name? I know it's Chaos Williams, his nickname.
Kallinn,
I
coming
don't
off
know.
2 losses,
Where
and
the hell
then
did you read that at?
Nikolai.
Is that his real
Uh,
name?
and you got Nikolai is 2-4 in the UFC. Both his
I
wins.
need to find your search engine. I'm behind. I didn't know that was bro real name. It is Kylene or Kylene, whatever the fuck. I just thought his real name was Chaos. People be doing that shit. All right, good shit on you, James. You did better research than I did. Fucking
Nikolai has knocked out Nico Price and Francisco Prado. So don't really know who's gonna win this
I
one,
don't think
but
I think he went decision with Prado. Did he knock Prado out? I can't
yeah.
remember. No, it was a split
Uh
decision. No, it was a split decision. Because I remember watching that. I had Prado for that one. But fucking anybody could have won that fight. But fuck, he fucked up Nico Price, so that's all that matters. And then he fought Puna in between them fights, and Puna got him good. Who you got in that one? They got
uh
Varitnikov as an underdog. That's so wild.
probably Nikolai.
Yeah.
Nikolai.
I'm looking at a nice fucking underdog parlay right now between fucking Varitnikov and JDS and fucking Timmy Kuwamba. Getting into the prelims, we got Tukos and Ivan Urslan. And Ivan Urslan, I don't remember the last time he fought. I'm pretty sure he fought fucking Jimmy Crute and who was it before that? Navajo Sterling and fucking Ion Kutalaba. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, and he's fighting Tukos. I think Tukos is gonna fucking wrestle fuck him as long as he can in this fight because he just did the same shit that Tafa.
Yeah, coming
I
off a
think,
submission win over Skinny
yeah,
Tafa.
yeah, and
Before that, 3 L's in a row.
he also did really good. Well, he's also been fed killers too. That's the thing is he Omar C, who just got exposed, Navajo Sterling, and I don't know who the one before that was, but yeah, I went to unanimous decision with Navajo Sterling. That's aging well. Most guys get fucked up by him, as we see in Seattle. I think I like Tukos here. Ivan Urslan, I guess they're putting him as the favorite because Tukos can't take a punch. They think I don't know. But I got Tukos there, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of Urslan. He's got some submission losses and he gets held down by Kutalaba. So give me Tukos there, man.
I'm right with you on that. Then we got Tommy Nat. Is it
Is it? I think it's
Nat
Gant. I think it's Gant. I
Gant?
could be wrong. It's Gantt, but I have not heard it said. And UFC don't do pronunciations like they should. Dude is 11-0, 5 wins by knockout, 5 wins by sub, 5 first-round finishes. He's only got one decision. He was scheduled to fight somebody else here, and it was going to be a banger of a fight. And they just have somebody filling in now on short notice. And name's Artur Maniv. Uh,
UFC debut.
I think he's actually a dog too. We were talking about him, my group chat on TikTok the other day. People are really high on him, man. He's from Ukraine. They say he's got a good record. I didn't get to do research on him, unfortunately, and we're getting towards the end of the episode. We're going to put that as a big question mark for him because I'm taking Tommy Gant anyways. Minus 210 for Tommy Gant here feels like such a good price too.
Then these next 2 guys, man. Poor Cody Brundage.
This man skipped right over the girls' fight. Wait, actually, hold up. No, I'm sorry. There he is right there. They're under. My bad. 2.
Cody Brundage lost last 3. Needs to step it up to keep his job, really, and he's fighting
Yeah,
against a guy that also needs to do the same. He
yeah.
just got knocked out by Cam Rouston. Andre Protoski hasn't had a finish since 2022. This guy's probably skating a thin line with old Dana White.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Brundage is on a 4-fight losing streak. Before that, he beat Julian Marquez, and then he couldn't finish in the Abdullah Zachary Hassan. Brundage is 11-9. He's got to start putting some wins together. His record's taking a huge hit. Petrosky got knocked out by a hip bone, so I think I'm gonna take Brundage here, man, because Petrosky, man, dude, he just went for a fucking takedown and knocked himself out for Jacob Malkoon's hit. I'm sorry, I don't think Jacob Malkoon's made of iron in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah, I'm going to take Brundage here. I like Brundage. He's a fun dude. He will be winning the fight, and he always somehow finds a way to lose, but so does Petrosky. So, I got Brundage here. Who you got in this Caitlin Vieira and Jacqueline Cavalcanti fight, man? This is going to be
Uh,
super interesting.
I'm gonna let you drive the boat on that one. I did not write notes.
Okay, so basically, Jacqueline Cavalcanti, fucking great ass striker. I actually reached out to her on TikTok for an interview, and then she responded saying no English, so that didn't happen. But Caitlin Vieira has had some weird last couple fights, and I have, Norma Dumont. I thought she beat Norma Dumont and Macy Chalson. She kind of cooked Macy Chalson, and before that, she fought Kayla Harrison. So she's been up and down in the rankings. I definitely think she beat Dumont, but Dumont won, so it is what it is. I think Cavalcanti, she's a great striker, distant striker. She's very aggressive with the leg kicks. The only thing is she hasn't really been held up against the cage a lot, and we know Caitlin Vieira loves to do that. So very possible Caitlin Vieira could upset here, but I think Jacqueline Canty moves up to number 5 at the women's bantamweight. And then we got another women's fight, Alice Ardeline and Pollyanna Vienna. Everybody thinks Pollyanna Vienna's hot. She's got that Naruto tattoo on her titties. That's a big thing for her. I know that a lot of people are obsessed with her. She got cooked by Jacqueline Amorim, Jillian Robertson, and Jasmine Lucindo all in a row. I'm pretty sure she's on a fucking 3-fight finish losing streak. Yeah, sub, KO, sub. Her only win was against Frey, who she knocked out in 47 seconds. She also lost to Tabitha Ritchie. And yeah, it's not looking good for Vienna here. I think Alice Ardeline, who I'm pretty sure is coming off like a really good win. She's 11-7 though, so um, yeah, this is a weird fight, man. She lost to Shauna Bannon, who's also on this card. Man, this fight could go either way, but I'm gonna take Alice Ardeline. I'm gonna just do it. Fuck it.
He's the
We're
next
gonna
2 guys. Another These guys are in a position for their job. Daniel Perez is 1-3 in the UFC, coming off a sub loss. Louis Gurriel lost his last 3. He got subbed by Ode Osborne a couple fights ago. Don't really know which way I'm going to go with this fight either. Probably going to stay
I
away
got
from
I
it.
got I got Gurley because you know Bear. I don't remember watching Perez fight. I'm gonna be real with you. Luis Gurley, on the other hand, just had a really good fight with Alden Correa. He got beat pretty convincingly, but I'm not a Gurley guy. I won't lie to you. Um, but I think he's got better skills in this one. He's a very aggressive fighter. He kept trying to get Correa to do some stupid shit, it just didn't work. So I got Gurley there. Not much to be said there. And then we got Shauna Bannon and Nicole Cagliari. Nicole Cagliari is moving up from 115, I believe, or she's what is strawweight? Is that 115 or 125? You got featherweight, flyweight, and strawweight, right? So I guess she didn't move up. I don't know who the fuck was talking
Yes.
about. She moved up.
Straw fly bantam women.
So she
Straw fly,
moved
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she moved down, and she's now fighting Shauna Bannon. Everybody thinks Shauna's a good underdog here. Shauna's got some good upsets. I personally don't think it's going to go her way. Cagliari likes to hold people up against the cage, but we've seen very many times in these women's division when women move down 10 pounds, they can fuck their whole train up. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I can see Shauna Bannon pulling out a submission here, dude. She just lost to Sam Hughes. Before that, she beat Tamar and Alice Ardeline, and she lost to Bruna Brazil, who's now been cut from the roster. So she's 2-2 in the UFC. This should be a very fight. Nothing against these women, but I think Nicole Cagliari gets it done, man. And yeah, that's just my opinion on them. The prelims ain't looking that good. honestly, MVP's got a little bit better prelims in terms of the fucking just the mismatches. We know some people are gonna get finished, but we might have a couple snooze fest in the first 4 fights. But I'm still gonna turn to UFC probably first. What's the start time for MVP? 6 o'clock.
I don't know. I gotta look into
I'll have to
that.
look that up. But fucking, we gotta get this episode clipped shortly tonight because both of us has got shit going on. Jade is about to be 74 and 47 minutes. He's about to be 30. He's about to listen to Drake and fucking turn off all the lights in the dark room and just
Mm,
soak it in like he's in a fucking
mm,
sleep deprivation chamber or sensory deprivation chamber. I'm gonna fucking go to bed because I was up till 4 in the morning last night folding clothes, watching Kill Tony. So, fucking, I was
we
doing a little bit of drinking, but you know what? I was also doing research for these cards, and I'm stoked. If there's anything we missed or y'all want us to talk about, or
Yeah,
if there's something
absolutely.
we're not doing, y'all need to let us know. We're really on it. We're trying to be more active everywhere. Follow us on TikTok, follow us on X, follow us on YouTube. We're on IG now. We got some big things coming. Sam Alvey, we were supposed to interview tonight. He had some family stuff come up, but he has assured us he's going to talk to us very soon. Terrence McKinney's still coming. We're just getting the time figured out for that. We had some stuff come up that we couldn't do it. And we got a bunch of LFA guys we're interviewing that are from this city. So you know, even though James is in Georgia, I might be able to go interview them at the card, get some post fight interviews because LFA is really cool about that.
So,
So I will be at that card. So it's gonna be fun, June 19th. But yeah, with that being said, man, I think we covered everything, dude.
yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. Do what Dakota said, man. Like, subscribe, and follow us everywhere, man. We'd love to talk to y'all as well. Send some comments. You let us know what you're feeling. We
That's
appreciate
right.
y'all. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. All
Boom.
right.